The last time I was on, I did WS, which was word study. I will call this WS2 because we're going to continue with word study. Now before, remember I told you that this Nelson's Biblical Cyclopedic Index had all the same stuff that the Open Bible had as far as where you can read and find out all the other, but also has word studies in it right here. As you can see, there's one right there. So, and that goes with what's called the Open Bible. Now, I have two versions of the Open Bible. This was the original. And one thing about this that made it stand out was the cross references. If you're in here, let's go and get a page, for example, and see cross references. There's a sample page with some cross references you can see right there. And especially if you get to the New Testament, take a look at this page here. See all those cross references? There are a ton of cross references now. From what I gather, this has 340,000 cross references. So that's one of the values of this version of it. And also, this in the very center had a visual section. I don't know if I can find it now, but that's all right. It's somewhere in here. I showed it to you before. But anyway, it has all kinds of stuff in a concordance and so forth. There you go. That is in the center of the original one. Now that's all that visual sample. I've showed you that before. Now, but the new one does not have that many cross references. The new one, in fact, that stuff for the visual is at the very beginning of this second volume. Now this is the latest volume. It's a revision of the previous. It does not have as many cross references as you can see here. Cross references are within the verses itself. Very few, so it has nothing compared to the cross references. But remember I told you before that it had WS that I got from this and put it in the section here. So if you see a WS, for example, right there, you'll see a WS. That comes from this. But what's different about this one here, it also has word studies throughout. For example, if you're going through this and you come to a certain place, this is in the book of 2 Kings, and you're reading through it, you will see right there. Now there is a word study right there with its definitions within the context of the book you're reading. So what I have done now, for example, I've taken everything from here, that is this new one, and I've marked every page that they are on, starting with page 5 in this Bible right here. And I've gone all the way through till I'm at the end of all of them, and I have them all marked here, what page they're on, so I could count through. And what I've found that there are 270 word studies like this in the second version. Therefore, what I've done is two things, because the biggest part of this is this huge cross-reference system, which begins here. This is the topical part of the Bible, and this is the largest part of this Bible. That nothing else is like that. Nothing else has topics that long or that thorough. So what I've done when I've marked this, when you go through it, you will see WS, but also, for instance, at the bottom of this page right here where I'm pointing, you will not see WS, but you will see numbers there. You see those numbers? That means the page to go to in this Bible, so you can actually find that. So what I'm planning to do is, when I find WS in here and a page number from here, I'm going to compare the reading of the WS in this, because that's where WS comes from, and the page number in here, and compare those two readings to see if they're the same or different, which I will be doing. So that is one of the advantages of this new one, because it does give me an opportunity to put both the resources from this, which has its own 800 word study sections, and this one with 270 word study sections that I have put together within this topical index. So that gives me all of those places that I'm looking for. There's another one right there, for example, that you can see. Right there where I'm pointing. There's a certain number right there that comes from within this Bible. So what I will do, I'll be comparing those. And also, there are some topics in here that were in this Bible's word studies within the Bible here itself that are not in this original section here, so I have actually added them to it by making a little arrow point to a certain place. I don't think I can find one right now, but that's what I've done. Let's see if I can find one. I probably can't, because it'll take me forever to go through here. That's what I'm looking for now, but that's what's very important. So I will be doing some comparisons between how they're set. I can't find one of those right now. I'm just going through it. But that's what's interesting about it. So that will be my next project. But I am keeping this original because of the huge cross-reference sections in the center, which are very helpful. Not only that, but if there's some word in here that is not particularly appropriate for the kind of speech we use, it's also in here. And the next thing about this new one here, also when you go through it, you will also find outlines to each book, but also you will find little topical references rather than word studies in here as well as you're going through. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. Let me see. And also, by the way it's laid out as far as the text goes, anything that's poetic rather than mainline you will see here, because in this section you see the way that's laid out. When it's poetic, it shows it within that context of how it's written, so you can